Brian, we're not going to try to redo the open right now since we're having these problems. We'll do it later on, okay? So this is, what's his name? Pro debut. Can you hear me, Brian? Brian, can you hear me? Brian, let's go ahead and do the introduction as soon as we can get on the same page here. All I heard was static. Okay. Can you give me a shot of Daugherty? I'll say welcome back. Time for Maurice Daugherty. Can you give me a shot of Maurice? We'll start. If we're rolling, we'll start. As soon as I see Maurice, I'll start. Stand by. Stand by in 5, 4. I'm not going to Carlos. I'm just going to talk. I'm going to let Carlos, I'm going to cue Carlos while I'm talking. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let me see Maurice. Let me see Maurice, please, Brian. Are you guys rolling? Here I go. Stand by. Welcome back to the beautiful Radisson Astrodome Hotel. Time for our second fight of the night. We've got some cruiserweight action for you. And it's a battle, I don't know about for the ages, Bob, but of the ages. It's 41-year-old Maurice, the Stealth Bomber Daugherty, taking on 34-year-old rookie Nidell Lionheart. Why don't you tell us a little bit about these guys, Bob? We haven't seen Maurice in a while. Refresh our fans' memory.
Yes, well, Nidell Lionheart's making his pro debut after limited amateur experience here and facing up against the Stealth Bomber Maurice Daugherty, who needs little introduction to Browning boxing fans.
Nidell does, and he's got some boxing roots in his family.
74 pounds. He is fighting his professional debut. Ladies and gentlemen, from Troop, Texas, help me welcome Nidell Lionheart.
Nidell actually from Houston, Texas. He's got a relatively famous cousin, at least here in local boxing ranks.
Certainly, cousin of Ahmad Abdeen, world-class heavyweight. You can see him up there in the corner if we pan over there.
He's just fresh off of, was a first-round knockout?
A third-round knockout of Tony La Rosa up in Detroit.
So be careful if you're hanging out around Detroit. You could get knocked out by Abdeen if he sees you. And in the meantime, that is the face of the 41-year-old Stealth Bomber, Maurice Daugherty. He's a piano player. He's a little bit of everything. Tonight, he's attempting to improve on his 2-3 record. He has had to sit down. Tremaine Hines hurt him. He hyperextended himself in a fight that he lost to Tremaine. His only loss on his comeback. Maurice is slim and trim. He says he's down into about 174 pounds. He's lost some weight. Said his dad, Med, had a lot to do with his training, his nutrition, and getting ready back for this fight. And they're coming after each other. You want action? Here you go.
Lionheart promised to be very aggressive in this fight here.
Well, he's a man of his word. Lionheart in the black, the Stealth Bomber in the blue and white. Lionheart coming right after him. And he tackles Maurice right through the ropes. Crowd enjoying it. Maurice a little agitated. Ronnie Ralston says, how about a little boxing, son? Where's Booker T? Is he in the crowd tonight? Get Lionheart someone to wrestle. Lionheart just a little raw, Bob.
Yeah, he's very much as advertised of the Raging Bull, but you see Maurice getting off some punches there, and
Maurice now going to tell him, hey, take that, big guy. Throws Maurice to the ropes, so now Maurice gets his little talk with Ronnie Ralston. And if you're misbehaving at home, we'll send Ronnie over to your place. Lionheart landed a right there. Ronnie Ralston's got his hands full here, Bob.
Yeah, no, he certainly will, but Maurice has got to use his experience here and try to avoid the wild springing of Nidal Leonhardt, who's certainly game if nothing else.
Leonhardt's missing his music here. He's dead game. He's coming at Maurice, and Maurice gets tied up by him. Maurice has picked a couple of spots here to land some shots of his own. Maurice looks great. He's in terrific condition for this fight, just as warranted.
He's got to use his experience here and not get into a brawling exchange with Leonhardt here.
This is the way Nidal can pull a big upset here.
Well, he's very strong, obviously, and he's dead game, but, you know, Maurice wants to slow the pace down. As you can see, he's landing the cleaner shots here.
Overhand right from Maurice and a body shot. Ronnie Ralston breaks them apart again. We've got entertainment for you here tonight.
But this is somewhat of an exhausting pace.
Yeah, these guys aren't spring chickens. 41-year-old Maurice, 34-year-old Nidal. And they slow it down a little as they both connect. Now the crowd's enjoying this. I know Maurice isn't real happy right now. Ronnie Ralston's looking on intently. The crowd is having some fun here in round one. Cruiserweights scheduled for 4. You can only hope the next 3 are as much fun.
Well, both participants are willing,
right
if
from
nothing
Maurice.
else.
Best punch of the first round from Daugherty, and now he puts Nidal right in our laps just about. This is a new jacket, guys. I don't want to get it dirty. Maurice with a nice combination, and he hurt Nidal there. Wrapping up round one with some big shots from Maurice. This round brought to you by Hooters and Budweiser, the king of beers. This round brought to you by BrowningBoxing.com. If you want to know what's going on in boxing on the World Wide Web, check out one of the best websites anywhere in the world, www.browningboxing.com. You can also order your tickets for the next live fight night, August the 24th. This round brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. 18 great locations. If you're hungry in Houston, check out Taqueria Sarandas. We move to further action in the fight. This round brought to you by Shady Oaks Old Home. There's the bell. Round 2 underway. Cruiserweights, Maurice Daugherty in the blue trunks, and Nidal Leonhardt. I think I finally got his last name pronounced correctly. Who comes right after Maurice, just like he did to start the fight. And as you said, Bob Spagnola, Maurice needs to draw on his experience, not get aggravated and frustrated here. Ronnie Ralston working overtime.
Maurice is working, trying to set up a slow pace here where he can pick all Nidal Leonhardt, but you can tell that Leonhardt is very strong, and he's certainly very willing.
No doubt about that. No doubt he could use a little refining between now and his next fight. Ronnie Ralston having a little chat with the guys. I'd like to probably see a little bit more boxing. Oh, good. Good short right from Leonhardt. Maurice needs to really stay patient in there, Bob. He looks like he's getting a little
hitting
aggravated.
and holding, but
just a little. And we're hoping these ropes are strong tonight, or we're getting fighters in our lap here.
I think that this will, you know, the action will lead to a lot of wrestling, because both, you see Maurice has been successful sucker punching Nidal on his way in. Maurice does the kind of look away, acts like he's not prepared.
Leonhardt now, a little holding and some rights. Well, as I attempted to say before the wrestling match began the last round, Maurice definitely slimmed down and trimmed. Said he's lost 16 pounds for this fight since he came back from that shoulder injury. Said his dad met out in California, talking to him almost every day, helping him with his training. Right now, he needs to keep the mental side of this fight firmly in his grasp. Leonhardt looks like he's having some fun in there.
I'm not sure what Ronnie Ralston was doing there.
I don't know, but they're mixing it up right now. The best action of this fight in round 2. And Maurice got the better of that one as well. Big right from Maurice, and Leonhardt is hurt. We're going to see what he's got because he's almost down on his feet right now. See if he's got enough annex in his bag to weather the storm. Well, if you're a young, aspiring fighter out there, please pay no attention to this. Maurice with a left coming in this time. And a right, and a left, and a right.
Maurice has got the shorter punches there.
Leonhardt on the ropes, punching on the break. And he's about to get a point subtracted away here by Ronnie Ralston if he pulls any more shenanigans.
This is kind of an exhausting pace here because all this wrestling takes a lot out of you.
Maurice with an overhand right. Didn't do anything with that. And the bell ends the wrestling match.
Both guys are thoroughly exhausted at this point.
We move to further action in the fight. We'll do the commercial after the decision. We'll do the commercial after the decision. Hey, buddy. Quality family entertainment there. We move to further action in the fight. What's the guy in the corner with Abdeen's guy?
That's Isham Abdeen.
Isham Abdeen. There's the bell as they clear the ring, and we start round 3. And it's Maurice with the aggression to start round 3. Leonhardt coming right at him. Maurice pops him again. And another shot on the break, and Ronnie Ralston is not happy. Leonhardt's going to have to learn some manners in the ring. He doesn't seem
Maurice
to care.
is trying to teach him to him.
Professor Daugherty going back to work with a right. 34-year-old Nidal Leonhardt in his professional debut, and it's been a entertaining one so far. He misses with a right. Needs to work on that balance. Maurice with a big right pops the mouthpiece. Ronnie Ralston wants to make sure that Leonhardt's got some protection. Isham Abdeen going to help Nidal.
That's it.
And they stopped the fight. He did get hurt on that shot. Probably a very good precautionary measure there, Bob, even though the fans don't like it. But the fans did get their money's worth in that one.
Well, both guys tried extremely hard. But
we're going to do the commercial.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ronnie Ralston, 43 seconds of round number 2. Let's hear it for your winner, Maurice the Stealth Bomber Daugherty. All right, so Maurice Daugherty withstands Nidal Leonhardt's interesting debut, Bob Spagnola.
One for the books.
Let's do that again. 3, 2, 1. So Maurice Daugherty withstands Nidal Leonhardt's interesting professional debut, I suppose, Bob Spagnola.
A good time was had by all.
And we are going to tell you how you can come on out.